Well, friends, it's that time of year again. It's the holiday season. Of course, the holiday season seems like it starts earlier and earlier every single year, but nevertheless, it's here. Most of us start to get into that frame of mind where it's more of a joyful time of year. Spending time with family, seeing friends and family that we have not seen for quite some time. And many times we kind of get caught up in that whole joyful aspect of it and sometimes get tricked and trick our own minds into thinking that everybody's doing that. Well, they're not. Criminals, crooks, thugs, trash, they all look forward to this time of the year just like we do, but not for the same reasons. Many times they're looking to take advantage of people like us who have so much on our minds, and we really kind of let our guards down sometimes because we feel like everybody else might be in that joyful spirit. But again, a lot of people are not. So we have to make sure we don't become prey. We have to make sure that we keep our victim status at zero, as I always say. Here's some pointers to keep you safe because the criminals are not being as joyous as we all want to be this time of year. Always be aware of your surroundings and keep your personal space. Keep your personal space. That means keeping that buffer between you and especially strangers out there. You know, we say be aware all the time, and it sounds like such a cliche because we say it all the time, but it's absolutely true. If you're very much aware of everyone in your proximity of where you are, whether it's in the store or outside the store, because let's face it, people can stalk you in the store and follow you out to your vehicle if they see that you're alone or that you're easy prey. We got to make sure that we're not being that easy prey. Make sure that your head is on a swivel. Look around. Make eye contact. It's very important that if you see somebody that looks like they might be stalking you, what I mean by that is they're trying to look away, but they're still being conscious of where you are and what you're doing. That person is most likely trying to stalk you, follow you, or do you harm in some kind of way. Make eye contact with them. Let them know you see them, and let them know that you can identify them if you need to, because now you're making that accurate eye contact that can put them in a police lineup and pick them out of that police lineup. As I said, talking on your cell phone or listening to tunes on your cell phone, that's a big no-no. Always make sure that you're using all of your senses, not just your eyes. Head on a swivel is one thing, but being able to listen, to hear those footprints, those doors opening or closing that are somewhat nearby you, that's very, very important. Speaking of that, you also want to make sure that when you're approaching your car, you're not only aware continuously of your overall surroundings of where you are, but you should be looking in that vehicle. Not just in the vehicle, because somebody could very well be in that vehicle and the back seat hiding, waiting for you, but look under the vehicle as you approach it. You have that distance and that angle where you can see from a distance. You want to make sure you can see under that vehicle for a couple of reasons. Number one, is somebody hiding under the vehicle? Number two, can you see feet under the vehicle of somebody standing on the other side of the vehicle? It certainly doesn't hurt to go gaze on that other side of that vehicle also. And also, never pop your trunk or your hatch from a distance. Never do that. You want to have your keys at the ready, of course, but you certainly don't want to, just even if you can see your vehicle, that's not good enough. Do not pop that trunk or that hatch until you are right there at the vehicle, because bad things can happen when you do that ahead of time. If you think you're being followed, switch directions. Now that's if you can switch your directions to go into a safer direction or a safe direction. If you don't have a direction you can go into that's safe, go back to the store. Go find a store manager, security. Many times you're going to notice, especially this time of year for our holidays, you're going to find the marshal's office, the city police, the sheriff's departments. In many cases, they have these posts that are set up at some of these larger shopping centers, and those people can definitely be contacted. As I stated earlier, have your keys at the ready. Don't wait till you get to your vehicle and start fumbling through your pockets or your purse or a jacket. Don't wait till that time to have your keys ready. Have those keys ready at the store. Now, what if you have a bunch of packages? That's not what you want to do. You don't want to have a bunch of packages. If you're going to the mall, make frequent trips back and forth to your vehicle. Put those packages out of sight. Put them in the trunk. Put them in the back seat where they're not easily seen. Criminals do not want to break into a car that doesn't have anything in it. So if they can't tell that something is in the vehicle, they're most likely not going to break into it. If you carry a wallet, try to keep it in your front pocket. That'll keep pickpockets from inside the store or outside the store from being able to make you an easy target. Again, a criminal is looking for an easy win. They're not looking for something they got to fight. So if it's in your front pocket, they may notice that ahead of time and not even approach you. Same goes for a purse. Don't just have it dangling off of your arm or anything like that. Hold it close to your body and in front of your body, not behind your body. If you have expensive jewelry on, try to hide it with your clothes or something like that. Try not to make yourself an easy target for a quick win from one of these guys out there that's seeking to do you harm. It's always a good idea if you are in a bad area to have 911 at the ready. I'm not saying dial the 9 and the 1, but have it on speed dial. Have it in your list of favorites. That way you press it one time and it's already ready to go. That brings me to the next point. Stay in a well-lit area. If you can park under a light in one of these parking lots, do that. And make sure that the lights are lit up back to the store. Try not to park real far away from the store. Try not to park on the side of the store. I know it might be a little bit shorter walk sometimes to park on the side of the store, but if you park in the front of the store, there's so much more traffic there, so much more visibility, and so many more cameras out there that can catch a perpetrator if they're trying to do you harm out there. Let someone you trust know where you're at. Don't just go out there and go to a million different stores and don't tell anybody. Tell your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your aunt, your mom, your dad. Tell somebody where you're at, your best friend. Tell them where you're going. That way, if they don't see you at a certain amount of time, they can at least start calling, looking for you, shoot you a text or something like that. Just something to notify, hey, I'm looking for you. I want to know you're out there. You told me you were going to the mall. You should have been home 20 minutes ago. Where are you at? Guys, I love the holiday season. It's a great time of year for me. It's one of my favorite times of years that I have some of my best memories as a child and as an adult. But we got to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves. A lot of people don't want to tell you to protect yourself when the time comes. Yes, in many cases, when you have faced with fight or flight, it's usually best to just leave. You know, some things are just not worth fighting over. But I will tell you this, and most people will not tell you this. If you are a concealed carry holder and you can carry a gun, carry a gun. Do what you have to do to protect yourself and your family. If you don't or can't carry a gun, I recommend a taser, a stun gun of some sort, or even pepper spray. All these things are pretty good deterrents, pretty good. I say that because most criminals out there that are going to be purse snatchers or try to mug you during the holiday season, they're typically not violent criminals, but they don't want to be shot. They don't want to be caught for sure. If there's any kind of a challenge that they're going to meet, in most cases they're cowards. They're going to run. If you provide that deterrent, again, whether it's a taser or dog spray or a gun, these people are most likely going to leave you alone. So if nothing else, you may not ever even have to use your protection that you're bringing with you. Be safe, guys. It's the holiday season. Still be joyous. Still be grateful for what you have. Still have a good time with your family and your friends. Just be safe while you're doing it, guys. We care about you here at Legally Armed America.